Well, it's fitting because Calvisi Consulting has been working on a brand new tagline for the run game. Last year, it was cram it vertical.
We already got it, Paul.
Cram it vertical.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly ours. We lifted it out of a Jonathan Gannon press conference. Ripped it off. This year, in honor of the eclipse, the working title for the run game is Path of Totality.
No, it's not, Paul.
Path of Totality.
No, it's not, Paul. It's
great.
Red Run.
No.
Red!
Oh, no.
Run! Red! Run! Red! Run! Red! Run! Run! Can you imagine an entire stadium doing that, Paulie? Can you imagine that? Basically, don't even stop and think about that. Seriously. You hold up a sign, run! And then that side says, run! And then the other side says, run. And you, Paul, you start that way. Red!
Well, have you heard of there's a brand new...
Red! Run! Red! Run! You get it, Paul? You see how it works? Run!
There's
and
really...
then at the end, Paul, you just go, ah! Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Are you serious about holding up actual signs, Wolf? I mean, there's something that they innovated a few years ago. You're in an NFL stadium every single game day. Have you ever heard of LED electronic ribbon boards where they actually have these digital boards? It's really innovative, and they'll put it up actually on the board for everyone. You don't need old school placards from the 50s.
Yeah, but Paul, I think once again, I think it'd be kind of cool right now to actually go a little old school on that, because that's what it is. It's Red Run. Red Run.
And then Kyler checks into a pass. What do you do then?
By the way, you know what that's from, Paulie, right? I mean, the whole Red Rum.
Red Rum, yes. What was the movie again? The scary movie from the 70s. What was it again? I forget.
Oh, my goodness.
What was it again?
So good right there.
Red Run.
Stephen King.
Red Run.
The Shining.
The Shining, yes.
So, once again, you have a Cardinals run game, okay?
Yes.
That was top 5 last year.
Okay.
And you had James Conner, despite missing 4 games, his first 1,000-yard season. James Conner, 2-time team captain, 2-time Pro Bowler, 3-time recipient of the scepter. You know, Kyle Brandt with the whole angry runs, okay? And there he was on Rich Eisen, and he was talking about, all right, how excited he is to prove himself this season. Here we go.
Oh, like I said, I'm feeling good. It's an exciting place to be. I'm thankful that I'm, able to come into this year and feeling healthy and being healthy at this stage right now. Excited to prove it. You got to prove it year after year, and so I'm excited. I truly am. I'm present right now. I understand what lies ahead. I understand last year, the contract, all of that. So it's all things to look forward to, so I'm excited.
He's not talking about proving it because he's in his contract year. He's not talking about that. He's talking about proving it all over again. He's talking about this mentality that has taken over the Arizona Cardinals locker room of prove it. How many guys do you hear say this? They say it all the time, Paul. Prove it. And they're not afraid to do it.
How about prove the importance of the position itself, because it has been so devalued, at least publicly, at least from talking heads, right, and gas bags like us. Oh, you can find a running back anywhere. Well, here's James Conner on just the position itself with Rich Eisen.
The running back, man, I feel like it's one of the most important. Like you said, when you need that yard, you need that tough yard, you need that back that's going to get it for you, in the red zone. You need both. I think just football is just a balance, and I understand, it's a position, where injuries happen and all that type of stuff. You just got to get what's yours, man. You got to play your best football. You got to try to do everything right. You got to try to be a leader. You got to try to have those intangibles, to where a team wants to keep you around. You want to be a good leader on the team and all that. Of course, I feel like their running backs deserve more. I feel like they, one of the most important positions, but it's just the game, I guess so. So, y'all see McCaffrey, he's, he was well compensated. He does a lot. So I feel like, he was blessed in that regard. It's tough, man. It's just it's the nature of the beast, I guess.
Look, the reality is he's in the last year of his deal. And they just drafted Trey Benson on day 2.
Yeah.
Trey Benson, who walked in, and you know what Trey Benson's first takeaway was upon meeting James Conner?
I have no idea.
He told the media, he said, wow, he's bigger than I thought. Trey Benson checks in at 6 foot 220 something, and there's James Conner at 6'1", 230 something. A guy who, by the way, started his college career at Pitt, and he was a teammate of Aaron Donald in the D-line room before they permanently moved him to running back.
Okay, so Paul, can I ask you a question on this right here? As I ignore everything you just said, Paulie, can I just ask you this question right now?
Yeah, as you continue to do your own solo show, go ahead.
Do the Arizona Cardinals have a good running game, Paul?
They were top 4.
Oh!
They were number 2 in yards per carry.
Okay.
And they were number 1 in 20-plus yard runs a year ago.
So wait a minute. You're talking about last year? You're telling me they were elite? Because Mason Earnings, if you do something to the degree in which you are ranked top 5 in the National Football League, you are elite. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever stat you want to point to, you're elite at doing that. And you're telling me they were number 4, as a matter of fact, Paulie. Right? Okay, so they're already elite when it comes to running. Paul Calvisi, have they gotten better from a personnel perspective inside the box offensively? Have they?
Trey Benson can run between the tackles. He's also sub 4.4, so on paper, he is a home run hitter.
Evan Brown. Okay, you brought him in as a depth type guy. I get that, right? Isaiah Adams, you drafted him. Right there. John Gaines a second. Don't forget about John Gaines. I know you do all the time, Paul. I know you do right there, okay?
Wolf, how dare you?
Ryman at tight end with Trey McBride, 12%. Listen.
Here it is. I found it. You want to hear the 9 guys I have in the mix for starting left guard? Are you ready for this?
Okay, Paul. But
here we go.
Come on.
I'm running the no huddle. Evan Brown, Elijah Wilkinson, who started games last year, Isaiah Adams, round 3 pick, Dennis Daly, who started a game last year, Tristan Colon, who started a game last year, Big Mo, Marquise Hayes, our guy, he's one of my sleepers, Carter O'Donnell, Keith Ismail, and John Gaines. That's 9 dudes at left guard. You talk about a free-for-all.
Yes, it's going to be a free-for-all, but this offensive line, I think, is going to be better. It's going to be better for it. And now you're bringing in a guy who is a true stud tight end at 275 pounds. Oh, look, everybody. It's Trey McBride, who already can be that stud tight end. Can be. He can also be the move tight end. And now you're talking about big. Look, they drafted Trey Benson because they wanted to institutionalize the fact that they're going to line up and blow your face off. Metaphorically speaking, my brothers.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Yeah,
there is. Face.
There is, Marshawn.
Then you don't have to worry about him no more.
That's right. I know exactly what you're talking about. But, Paul, they're already elite. And now they're going to bring this personnel in? This is the reason why I say, brothers, and I say it, and I am convicted, they could be the most physical. To me, I think they're going to be, when it's all said and done, the most physical rushing team in the National Football League.
There are a lot of metrics and analytics that had the Arizona Cardinals as the number 1 rushing team the moment that Kyler returned. Because now defenses have to account for a quarterback who runs a 4.3.
Oh, yeah.
So, and by the way, Paulie Pencilnecken's never played offensive line, but if you talk to an offensive lineman, you know what they say? What makes for their favorite sort of running back?
I have no idea what they say
to
you.
Dude who doesn't go down on first contact.
Oh, yeah.
Because it makes them look good, does it not? More James Conner on how he's pushing, oh no, that 4-letter word for running backs, age 30.
I do everything I can to, I'm pushing 30. This is the best I've felt. I feel like I'm the strongest, the fastest I've been in my career. So, hopefully I have a huge year and I can come back, do big things and show my value and show that, the running back is a very important position and teams need a great running back. So just got to stay in my lane and do my thing.
Just saying, the productivity's already there, and now you improved your personnel? What does that add up to?
Path of totality.
No,
that's what it adds up to.
Red, run.
And by the way, James Conner isn't just a running back. He's a mentality. The dude is a mindset.
Yes. I love that, Paulie. You're right on that one.
On deck, we're going to take you through the top stories of the day.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.